China's game, mining from Myanmar, blackmailing the world. Is India trapped in the web? In the darkness of night, when smoke rises from pits in a quiet jungle and the rumble of machines echoes through the mines, few realize that these sounds are shaping the politics of the future. The mining activities deep in Myanmar's remote hills are no longer just about treasures buried underground. They've become a story of global power balance. And the most dangerous player in this story is China. A country that freely imports rare minerals from Myanmar, but when it comes to others, it locks the supply chains. The question isn't what China is doing. The real question is, why is the whole world helpless against its moves? Today, we'll dive deep into this topic. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you get all our latest video updates first. So, without any delay, let's begin today's discussion. Rare earth minerals, though the name sounds ordinary, their impact is truly extraordinary. These 17 minerals, such as lanthanum, neodymium, and praseodymium, are essential in our everyday devices, smartphones, TVs, electric cars, wind turbines, and even solar panels. These are not just tiny elements, they are the foundation of modern technology. And the problem is that their mines exist in very few places in the world. Extracting them is extremely complex, expensive, and environmentally sensitive. China understood this trap years ago. Not only did it accelerate rare earth mining within its own borders, but it also played the biggest game. It became the master of the global supply chain of these minerals. Today, when we say that China does 61% of the mining itself, an even bigger truth is that it controls 92% of the world's supply. That means if China glares, countries like the US, Europe, and India are forced to hold their breath. This is exactly what happened when US President Donald Trump imposed heavy tariffs on China to apply trade pressure. In response, China changed its rare earth export rules. The result? Countries like the US and India were left stunned. While the US managed to strike a deal with China, India's shipments are still blocked. The question is, how did China become so strong? And why is the world so weak? Now, as the layers of this debate unfold, the picture that emerges is truly shocking. China, which claims to be the world's largest producer, actually imports raw materials from Myanmar for its own needs. According to a CNBC report, in 2023, China imported around 42,000 metric tons of rare earth from Myanmar. This figure is an alarm bell, especially when China blackmails the outside world, yet internally relies on imports. Here, Myanmar's role suddenly becomes significant. Myanmar, which is usually overlooked due to political instability and military rule, has now become a hidden center for some of the world's most sensitive minerals. And China's grip on this center is tightening. Researcher David Merriman states that new ISE, ion adsorption clay, type mines are rapidly being developed in Myanmar. These mines are rich in heavy rare earth elements. China has increased its direct or indirect participation in them. In simple terms, Myanmar carries out the mining, and the minerals are shipped to China. There, they are processed, and China supplies them to the world on its own terms. In a way, China has become a superpower not through production alone, but by controlling logistics and the supply chain. Countries like India, which possess technological capability but have limited access to rare earths, have become badly trapped in this game. India has made efforts. Several government companies like IREL, Indian Rare Earths Limited, and DRDO are active in this sector. But the problem lies in ground reality. There are few mines, policies are complex, and the environmental clearance process is extremely slow. The result? India still remains dependent on China. India's insecurity regarding rare earths is impacting multiple sectors. Whether it's the electric vehicle mission, defense technology, or semiconductor manufacturing, rare earths are a fundamental requirement everywhere. But if the supply itself is uncertain, how can the dream of a self-reliant India be realized? Now let's talk about China's real move. It knows the world is searching for alternative sources of rare earths. Countries like the US, Australia, Canada, and India are working on mining projects. But to slow down these efforts, China offers price discounts, suddenly changes export rules, or directly interferes in countries like Myanmar. It doesn't want the world to become self-reliant. Its strategy is clear: maintain dependency. This is why experts are calling this situation a geoeconomic weapon. China has turned rare earths into a diplomatic tool. Whenever it faces political pressure, it pulls out this weapon. As soon as any country stands against China, it halts supplies, hikes prices, or imposes indirect restrictions. Now the question is, can India escape this trap? Do we have alternatives? Can India gain direct access to Myanmar's mineral resources? For that, India will need a comprehensive strategy. It will have to make strategic investments in Myanmar, reform domestic mining policies, and enter import agreements with alternative countries like Australia or Brazil. India must not only learn to mine but also to refine, process, and gain control over the entire value chain. For this, the private sector will need to be involved, and bodies like 𝐼𝐸 Aayog and the Ministry of Mines must take swift decisions. The world is now heading toward a new kind of war, not over oil, gas, or weapons, but over rare earths. And whoever wins this war will control the future of technology and geopolitics. For India, this is not just a crisis, it's also an opportunity. If it responds by understanding China's moves, it can secure a place in the global supply chain. Otherwise, in the coming years, from smartphones to solar panels, India will be forced to rely on China's mercy for everything. So now is the time for India, the US, and other democratic nations to come together on this new mineral policy. There should be joint investments in countries like Myanmar. Resources must be extracted transparently, and China's monopoly must be challenged.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.